Hello and welcome to That Man. That is me merchandise, and this is more or less a bit of a channel update kind of thing. So first off, thank you very much to everybody who has been watching my most recent videos, subscribing. At the moment, as of recording this, I'm on 321 subscribers, so yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much to everyone who's subscribing. It kind of feels a little bit weird since I think it was like a week or two ago when I was just like, I'm on 300, and then since then it's kind of like I'm now coming up to like, yeah. My goal for the end of the year this year was to get 300 subscribers, and we're now on June, and at this point I'm kind of like 500 might not be too far off. So yeah, thank you very much for everybody who's kind of following this channel, subscribing, and yeah, everything brilliant. Thank you very much. So this kind of is a few little bit of announcements. First up, I never really kind of have a timetable for the stuff that I actually put up. I know most kind of YouTubers say, oh, you gotta have a timetable, but I kind of just live and hope and pray that my computer actually works. But for the foreseeable future, what I'm kind of expecting is, starting from next week, I'm planning on having an iShield 21 volume every week up until that's completed. That's going to be on probably every Wednesday. That's what I've been uploading previously. And on the same vein, I intend to have every Friday a One Piece volume. So that's going to be the foreseeable every Friday from now until, well, there's 90 odd volumes, but even by the time I catch up, we're probably going to be hitting around 100. So One Piece every Friday from now until I'm caught up for at least one volume. I was doing weekly kind of chapters, but to be honest, it kind of didn't work out for me. It was getting more and more difficult to talk about each stuff without spoiling people, and then I'm kind of like, but this is something I kind of want your guys' input. With volumes, I kind of think, for stuff like One Piece and stuff like that, because they are quite old, I'm kind of thinking it's okay to spoil people. Let me know in the comments what you kind of think yourself, just so I kind of have an idea, because most of the time when I do these manga and light novel reviews and stuff like that, I try not to spoil people, at least not too much. However, I have had a few people push back and say, look, I was considering getting into this, but I'm not sure anymore because you kind of spoiled like the thing for the next volume and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, sorry, but yeah, it's kind of one of those things. What would you rather see? Would you rather see a spoiler-free kind of volume review, or would you rather see a spoiler-full volume review? I'm kind of thinking on stuff for volume 1, we don't spoil anything. Obviously, we don't go any further, so it's like volume 2, we wouldn't be seeing anything, or at least much on volume 90 or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, just kind of references here and there. It's like, oh, this might be important later on. Secondly, another thing I kind of want to address is the whole merchandise side of things. Yeah, I've kind of focused on manga. Personally, in my opinion, I consider manga, anime and figures and stuff like that to be merchandise. I am aware I have not done any videos for quite some time doing an unboxing of a figure. At the moment, I mean, on my shelf I've got some Little Witch Academia stuff, which has been on the shelf for a while, some Nier stuff. I've just picked up Silver Spoon Volume 1, Season 1, which I do intend to do an unboxing of quite soon. And I've just had in receipt both Rin and Megami from Food Wars, Rin from Laid Back Camp, which are both ones I do intend to cover very soon. I was expecting to do them today, but unfortunately illness is kind of taking a hold of me. This is why there's probably not going to be any iShield and potentially no One Piece this week. I want to start next week when I'm kind of feeling a little bit better. It also means I can get a few volumes in advance and kind of do stuff. And yeah, so yeah, figures are coming. They're going to be a little bit slowed down than what I was, because let's face it, I don't really get paid for this. The space is urgently running out. and I'm kind of like at the point where it's like, well, I can't do a figure every week because I don't have the money and I don't have the space to do a figure every week. This is kind of why I've transitioned into manga. Lastly, I kind of want to do a thing with you guys, and what my plan is, well, is starting from now. I want to do your suggestions for manga. So I read a lot of manga and I try and do a video review on most things that I read. So what I want to do is open the floor up to you guys. Is there a manga that you guys would love me to cover? So once a month, I am going to cover at least one of your guys' suggestions. So leave in the comments. I intend to do it I'm probably going to see the first, or I'm probably going to collect them on the first and then order it. So manga and light novels are on the table. I'm probably going to shove more towards manga just because light novels are a little bit more of a rare, I wouldn't say a chore, but they're a lot longer of something to kind of update and read. So it could take me a week or two just to read a light novel, for example. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what manga would you like to see me cover? Whatever gets the most votes, I will cover. All I'm going to say is, there's not really any terms and conditions, but what I will say is, please try and keep it as something that is either in print, legally available in English, and or is available digitally. Because most likely when I'm looking at these for new series, I'm going to be looking at digitally on Comixology or Shonen Jump or wherever is kind of available. Bookwalker. So yeah, viewer suggestions, viewer videos, keep them pouring in. I've got plenty of stuff to read anyway, but I kind of was like, yeah, you guys help me decide what I should be reading. There's a lot of stuff out there that I should be reading, but I probably am not. So leave me comments here and let me know what you would like to see. What I will do is I'll write down every single suggestion I get. So what happens is, if I don't pick it the first time, if it doesn't get enough votes, I'll leave it until the next one. So that means if there's something that you really want me to read, and it only got one vote last time, feel free to vote for it again the next month, and so on and so on. So that means it kind of like, eventually I probably will pick it up. If there's a tie, if like everyone just votes for one thing, or there's a tie between a few things, I'll just kind of use a random number generator or something like that, just to kind of make it a little bit more fair. Or if it's something I've already covered or something like that. But yeah, that's it for me. I just kind of wanted to have a bit of an update. This week, like I said, there's probably not going to be any Light Shield. There'll probably not be a One Piece due to illness. I'm still not feeling 100% great, and I plan to get back up and running again next week, hopefully. But yeah, just kind of a little channel update kind of things. Thank you very much for everybody who's been supporting, and keep on trucking, I suppose. Thanks for coming, and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.